Getting your life together is probably the most easiest thing that you could do, honestly. All you have to do is to find a psychiatrist and ask them to give you Adderall. And then if you take that every day, you'll be able to have enough energy and you'll be able to be productive and you'll be able to change your life in a positive direction. I actually don't recommend doing that. You know, people do that though. People actually do take Adderall to get their life together, but I'm gonna give you guys some like real fucking advice where you don't even need Adderall. You don't need any fucking drug or any other shit to like get your life together. You only need to do like a few things and then your life will fall into place. And I'm going to tell you what that is in this video. So, a lot of YouTubers, I'm going to call them out right now, like a lot of YouTubers, they talk about like 3 things about like how to get your life together. They talk about you should make sure you're getting good sleep, make sure you're having a good diet, you should make sure you're exercising well. These 3 things are good for you and they're healthy, like they're healthy habits, they're like they're important to have, right? But I don't recommend you try to do those 3 things. I mean, obviously you need sleep, but I don't recommend you try to wake up at 4 a.m., you know, try to do those morning routines, all that stuff, you know. And I don't recommend you trying to be on a strict diet. I don't recommend that you try to go to the gym and force yourself to go to the gym. I actually don't even recommend you try to quit any of your addictions. What I recommend you do, though, something a lot of people don't really talk about, and it's talking about fixing your mental health. And you like people today have poor mental health. It just needs to be said. Like, majority of the population have poor mental health. That's the reason why our society is so fucked. Like, it's just the fucking truth, and it is sad that we're fucking charging people hundreds of dollars to fix their fucking mental health with the therapist appointment, all this shit. You know, people don't have the fucking money to fix their mental health, and I just want to make these fucking videos to help people improve their mental health and become mentally healthy, mentally stable. And I know people don't. I don't understand why we fucking charge people. I've already made a video about this, but I don't understand why we charge people to fix their mental health. First of all, not everybody has the money to do that, and it's like, why the fuck are you charging somebody who's mentally unstable? You charging them to fix their problems, but like, that's another video. I've already talked about it. You guys can watch it. I believe I titled it, "Mental Health Shouldn't Be Profitable." Go ahead and watch it if you want. But I'm gonna get back to what I was talking about. So fixing your mental health. What do you have to do to fix your mental health? I would recommend first starting meditation. At least try to meditate an hour a day. I've already preached this a lot, but I am going to keep preaching it. Before you even start exercising, before you do any of that, start meditating. Meditation is what you should start before you do anything. Meditation should be the first self-improvement habit that you start. And then everything else should come later. So once you start meditation, I would say start 30 minutes. Do meditation for like an hour a day. I really just, an hour, at least an hour minimum. And you could break it throughout the day and 30 minutes in the morning, 30 minutes at night, or you could just do it 15, 15, 15. People don't really understand meditation, but it's like, the best way I can explain it is that you get intense clarity over your thoughts. And you'll be able to know exactly how you're thinking. It's like a free therapist, basically. When you focus on your breath, you're not focusing on your thoughts, you're not attaching yourself to your thoughts. So that when you're focusing on your breath, you can hear your thoughts and you can hear them without reacting to them, if that makes sense. You know how when you have when you get anxiety and shit and you start reacting to the anxiety and you start arguing with yourself or whatever, and you do that, if you meditate, you can easily get out of that, if that makes sense. It's just like, it's really hard to explain. But basically, meditation gives you clarity, it gives you understanding of yourself and your problems and what you need to do to solve your problems. So, a lot of people don't know what their problems are. They don't. Like, a lot of people just go throughout their day, you know, completely oblivious to what they struggle with. And what I mean is, like, a lot of people don't understand, like, a lot of people don't realize, a lot of people don't know how to treat their stress. A lot of people don't know how to overcome anxiety. A lot of people don't know how to treat the depression. A lot of people just don't know how to overcome loneliness and boredom and all of these like negative emotions. You need to learn how to solve them and deal with them. You need to learn how to love being by yourself. You need to learn how to overcome anxiety and how to jump straight into fear and do the things that you fear. You need to learn how to deal with your stress. Meditation is a good way to do with it, but if you get too stressed out over something, it can be really bad for you. Like, you could get hair loss, you could get It's just bad for your health. Being stressed out is not good for your health. It's just same with being anxious all the time, same with being depressed all the time, same with being lonely all the time. These are not good for your health. And you need to solve these problems. You need to figure out, okay, so if you're depressed, why are you depressed? And if you say you have crippling depression, then you need to go see a doctor. You need to get antidepressants. You need to get it fixed, because you can't get your life together if you're depressed every day. You have to be mentally happy. If you're not happy, and I'm not talking about like a bliss happiness, or like a personal satisfaction, or like, I'm talking about not being overwhelmed or overtaken by your negative emotions. That's what happiness is. Happiness is not letting your negative emotions consume you. And the best way, so in order for you to be happy, you need to learn how to manage your emotions and overcome these negative emotions, and learn how to deal with them. And if you can learn how to deal with these negative emotions, you wouldn't need to suppress them with whatever addictions. That's why I said do not try to stop your addictions. If you learn how to deal with these negative emotions, you wouldn't need the addictions. The addictions would just disappear. So instead of just attacking the addiction head on and trying to quit it right away, learn how to manage your negative emotions, and you learn how to manage them and how to overcome them. And well, you can't really overcome them, you just learn how to manage them and deal with them to the point where it's like, it's not even a big deal anymore. It's not as overwhelming, because you have such a mental control. And because you can manage these emotions, you no longer need the addictions, because addictions are just they're coping with these emotions. They're not, because you're unable to deal with these negative emotions, you develop these addictions to cope with it. That's what addictions are. And you cannot, like, a lot of people could stop an addiction cold turkey, but a lot of times you can't. I mean, even if you stop an addiction cold turkey, if you get in a habit of escaping an emotion, that the addiction would just be replaced by something else. So let's say you quit weed, right? And then you started playing more video games all of a sudden. So let's say you used to spend like 2 hours playing video games, 2 hours smoking weed, and then all of a sudden you just quit weed because you're like, okay, weed is bad for me, and then you spent 4 hours playing video games. You're still wasting time and energy. Like, just because you quit weed, quit one bad addiction, doesn't mean your life is fixed. That's what a lot of people don't fucking get. Like, your addictions are just going to be replaced by another. And the root of the problem needs to be solved. If you solve the root of the problem, then you wouldn't need these addictions. So fix your mental health. Figure out how to manage your emotions, how to deal with your negative emotions. Then your life will get itself together. You really don't even need to use any willpower. Willpower is so overrated. Like, I don't use willpower that much. I don't use willpower to record videos. I don't use willpower to take a cold shower. I don't use willpower to exercise. I literally just do it just because I don't have any negative emotions. I don't have any negative emotions stopping me. And because of that, I don't have to use willpower. You use willpower because your negative emotions are trying to stop you. And if you learn how to manage your negative emotions, you won't need to use your willpower. And so yeah, basically, learn emotional management. Learn how to manage your emotions. Make sure you can be mentally stable. Make sure you're mentally healthy. Make sure you are happy. Then you can start exercising. Then you can start your diet. Then you can start getting your sleep right. But a lot of times these things would just fall in place. A lot of times you wouldn't even crave sugar because you won't be escaping anything. A lot of sugar. The reason why sugar is so addictive is because people escape their negative emotions. A lot of, like I said, majority of the population have negative emotions. So that's why we have all these sodas. That's why we have all these fucking high calorie, high carbohydrate, like high sugar foods. We're actually realizing, like, our society is actually realizing how addictive sugar is. And companies are realizing this too. That's why you see a lot of zero sugar products. But here's the problem. It's all marketing. Like, these zero sugar products are just replaced by artificial flavor, artificial sugars. That's even worse than sugar. But it's just marketing to make you feel good that, oh, it's zero sugar. I'm actually treating my body right, but no. That artificial sugar is way worse for your body than real sugar. So just because it says 0 calories does not mean it's healthy for your body. Like, Why do people think that? Like, it's it's stupid thinking. Like, people are just so gullible nowadays. Nowadays, it's just like unreal. But I'm not even trying to be an asshole about that. But because we are so addicted to that dopamine release, because we are so addicted to that dopamine release, because we're escaping our negative emotions. That's why we're moving into an artificial sugar, and we're gonna see more health problems because of that. And sugar has already caused a lot of health problems, but this artificial sugar shit is gonna make a lot more people, like the Coke Zero fucking, just anything that says zero sugar and has artificial shit is just bad for you. I don't recommend drinking anything that's artificial or drinking anything that's not artificial. But yeah. So if you just fix your mental health, you learn how to deal with your negative emotions, you wouldn't need sugar, and you will be able to do whatever diet that you want. Like, I personally, I eat turkey and eggs, and that's it. Turkey and eggs, and that's it. That's all I eat, and it's fine with me. I've been eating that for a whole fucking month, and I'm perfectly fine. And I don't have to use willpower. I work at a fast food job, and I see like junk. I just see food every fucking day, and I don't have to fight myself. I just look at it, and I just see not real food. I just don't see food. Like, I just, like, it has a smell, but it doesn't smell like food to me anymore. It just, like, the food is designed, like, they find these chemicals that taste really good, that release dopamine. That's what the food is designed for. It's not designed to be nutritious. Fast food, these artificial shit, is designed to release dopamine. It's designed to help you get out of your negative emotions. That's what it's made for. But this is like a whole fucking other video. The whole point of this video is to fix your mental health, guys. It will be a lot easier to get your life together. Like, I'm being dead serious. Just fix your mental health. That's all you have to do. And yeah, that's pretty much it for the video, guys. If you enjoyed, then go ahead and give it a like.